These four countries prove that $1,000 a month can deliver what costs $3,000 to $4,000 in Western cities. Yes, you don't have to choose between financial security and quality of life. I'm living proof. I've personally been in 56 countries over the past 12 years, and I'm currently living in one of these four right now. In these four countries, $1,000 goes further than you ever imagined possible. What you get today is real tested information from someone who's actually done it, not Wikipedia or ChatGPT research from people who've never left their home country. None of these four countries I will tell you today are war zones or remote locations. One feels like California without the taxes and fentanyl, and it's 67% cheaper. Another puts you in one of Europe's safest countries with ski resorts nearby. Let's start with the country that changed everything for me, Chile. I moved to Chile and lived there for 1 year. I don't live there anymore, but these were good times. This country is the best in South America in so many aspects. They are the most developed South American country with the highest HDA. In fact, all the most developed regions in South America are in Chile. They have the highest average income. They also have the smallest poverty rate in South America by far, and they have the highest economic freedom. It's even difficult to find things that this country is not among the best in South America. For sure, they don't have the best football or the best cuisine. In this aspect, Peru outclass everyone in South America. But in terms of socio-economical indicators, this country leads in so many aspects that you may be thinking it's expensive to live there. And the truth is, yes, it is, if you choose Santiago. The Chilean capital is quite expensive. But you don't need to live there if you are not looking for work. If you are a retiree or remote worker, why would you choose an expensive city with 6.5 million people? The secret to enjoy all that Chile has to offer while living on less than $1,000 per month is to look beyond the capital. I made a video about the best places to live in Chile. Some of them are cold, even snowy, but not this city. Here you can find a sunny coastal lifestyle that costs 67% less than California with none of the urban problems. I'm talking about Laserena, a city in the Coquimbo region, about 470 kilometers north of Santiago. The city has about 267,000 residents, but most people outside Chile have never heard of it. You can reach Santiago in 7 or 8 hours by bus or take a 1-hour flight from La Serena airport to connect with international destinations. La Serena has the same mild climate as San Diego, with warm, dry summers and mild winters. Expect over 300 sunny days a year. You get consistently pleasant weather that locals rate 9 out of 10. The city maintains this stable Mediterranean climate year-round, with summer lows around 14 degrees and winter lows around 8 degrees. It rarely freezes, and most of the rain falls during the winter months. Here is what shocked me the most. A decent apartment that would cost $2,500 per month in California rents for an average $341 there. I found plenty of two-room apartments for 300 Chilean pesos, which is the equivalent to $320. Your utilities run around $49 per month, and internet costs $21 for high-speed access. These numbers seem possible when you compare them to major Californian cities, but they are real. La Serena beaches are clean, with quieter stretches and seaside cafes where you can take it in the Pacific without the crowds. The beaches stretch for miles with clean sand and good places to relax. This is what a Canadian expat living in La Serena told us. Open quote. La Serena has beautiful beaches, sunny weather, and a more relaxed lifestyle. The cost of living is lower than in Canada, especially outside Santiago. Chileans are really friendly, and Canadians are well liked here. End quote. As I said before, Chile has the most developed economy in South America, and it's a country with solid economic rules, also a key financial center in the region. Because of this stability, prices stay steady and services work well. The healthcare factor here scores 6 out of 10, with both public and private options available in La Serena. Private clinics like Clínica Red Salud Euki or Mega Salud are good evaluated by patients, and doctor visits run around $20 instead of $150 in the US. In the public system, a new 278 million hospital with 673 beds is being built, offering specialized care like oncology. You can get a haircut for about $10, eat out for $8, and join a gym for $38 a month. Try doing that in Los Angeles. Restaurant meals that would run $25 to $40 in California cost around $8, and you are getting fresh quality food. Try their ceviches. Laserena stands out with its neo-colonial architecture and classic Spanish design, giving the city a unique charm. Getting around is easy thanks to a walkable downtown. Laserena scores 7 out of 10 for safety, with low violent crime compared to other Latin American cities. However, things got a bit worse lately according to some locals. Of course, it's not as bad as Rio de Janeiro or Caracas, but it demands some attention. Some areas like Las Compañías or La Antena aren't recommended, especially at night. The community includes both Chilean locals and a growing number of expats, making it easier for newcomers to settle in. You hear English in many places where expats meet, but learning a bit of Spanish helps you connect better with daily life. In La Serena, a $1,000 monthly budget can cover rent, utilities, food, healthcare, and entertainment with money left over. You are looking at better weather, lower stress, and access to natural beauty, all without the urban problems you might be used to. But Chile is not the only country where your dollars work magic. There is a place in Europe where you can live for even less while enjoying full European Union benefits. And by the way, if you enjoy our videos with data-based information and the real opinions from locals, remember to click on the like and subscribe button. It's really important for us. Bulgaria. In Bulgaria, you are inside the European Union with all the benefits it offers while paying much lower prices. Burgas is on the Bulgarian Black Sea coast, and it's one of the most affordable large beach cities in Europe. In fact, I don't know any other large beach city in Europe where you can live that cheap, except maybe the other Bulgarian coastal city, Varna. So I was in doubt which one to put in this video, Burgas or Varna, and a local solved my doubt. This is what he told me, open quote, Burgas is much more beautiful, both the city and the surrounding beaches, but Varna has more young people, your choice, end quote. Burgas is located 360 kilometers east of Sofia, about a 6 to 7 hour train ride or 50 minutes flight from the capital. This coastal city has around 212,000 residents, and it's in the northern Trust region, surrounded by the Burgas lakes. The population makes it large enough for proper infrastructure, but small enough to avoid big city problems. The climate in Burgas follows a humid subtropical pattern moderated by the Black Sea. Summer temperatures from June to September average between 26 and 20 degrees Celsius, while winter highs from December to February stay around 5 degrees. The average lunch menu costs about $6.5. That's what many Americans pay for a single coffee at Starbucks. You can get a cappuccino for $1.8, which costs $5 to $7 in large US cities. Due to the size, Burgas offers a good amount of private healthcare providers like Life Hospital for faster service. The beaches in the vicinity to Burgas stretch for kilometers and remain uncrowded even in summer. The water stays warm enough for swimming from June through October, and you can find quiet spots along the shore even during peak summer months. In terms of violence, Bulgaria as a whole is very safe with European standards, so in this criteria they get an 8 out of 10. The main issue I had when I was there is that some people drive very recklessly. In Burgas, your $1,000 monthly budget can cover all your basic needs. Rent for a one-bedroom apartment is about $482 and a gym membership around $28.9 per month. A monthly bus pass is $70 $41, but this is the standard price, and there are many categories with discounts like pensioners. Burgas offers high-speed fiber connections under $20 monthly, and Bulgaria has ranked in the top 5 globally for broadband speed. Burgas Airport provides connections to major European cities. When I travel there, I usually use Wizz Air, which is super cheap. The culture is a mix of traditional Bulgarian customs and modern European influences. There are many Brits in Burgas, so if you want to watch even a West Ham game, probably there will be a sports bar broadcasting it. Why would you want to watch West Ham is another matter altogether. And there is another common thing between Chile, Bulgaria, and the next country in our list, all of them are good wine producers. But before I review the next country, I have a question for you. Did you ever forget to use your airline miles? Well, I did. I lost all my JetBlue, Finnair, and Turkish airline points because I was too busy to search for deals. What a waste! But then I discovered Daily Drop, which is the coolest travel deal too. They scan airline and hotel programs to find the smartest redemptions, like business class tickets to Europe, for under 70,000 points. You save far more than the subscription cost, which usually is $149. But I have a code to offer my audience, $50 off from Daily Drop subscription, so you can enjoy it for just $99. Scan this QR code on your screen and start flying business for the price of economy. Now, time for the next country, Argentina. The Argentine economic struggle is nothing new. For years, people who earn their income in hard currency, meaning dollars, Swiss francs, euros, British pounds, etc., have known that Argentina is a very inexpensive place. What makes Argentina unique among countries with collapsed economies is that it's not violent like Venezuela or South Africa. And despite all the crises, Argentina is still the second most developed country in South America, just after Chile. And it has a culture easier to adapt to. Argentinians are some of the nicest people I have ever met in my life. This is one of the reasons I choose to go there as a destination for my honeymoon. But just like with Chile, I would not recommend you to live on a budget in the Argentine capital, Buenos Aires, because Buenos Aires is expensive. However, Argentina offers more than that, like their own Napa Valley, a world-class wine country where award-winning bottles of Malbec can cost as little as $5 directly from the winemaker. Mendoza sits at the foot of the Andes Mountains, surrounded by vineyards. The city is in western Argentina, around 1,037 kilometers from Buenos Aires. You can get there in 12 to 14 hours by bus or just 1.5 hours by plane. About 1.2 million people live in the greater Mendoza area, making it the fourth largest city in Argentina. It's 760 meters above sea level, which is great for growing wine grapes and enjoying a pleasant lifestyle. And despite all these great characteristics, it's still 61% cheaper than San Diego in California. The climate delivers over 300 days of sunshine annually. Summer highs are around 32 degrees Celsius from December to March, while winter day highs are near 14 degrees from June to September. The dry climate means low humidity, make even hot summer days comfortable. Haircuts cost about $5, gym memberships $20, and cappuccinos $1.50. Your monthly gym membership gives you access to modern facilities that would cost $100 to $150 in US major cities, and the outdoor lifestyle is incredible. Ski resorts are a few hours away, and hikes in the Andes provide world-class adventures. Mendoza has a European feel, thanks to Italian and Spanish migration, but with prices that make Europe look expensive. The city's architecture reflects this influence with wide, tree-lined avenues. The downtown area has parks, plazas, and buildings that feel like those in European cities, but without the high prices or big crowds. Light rail, trolley buses, and buses make getting around simple and affordable. Public transport costs remain minimal, and the organized street layout makes navigation straightforward whether you are walking, using public transport, or driving. Mendoza has public hospitals like Hospital Diego Parrocien and private clinics, where consultations cost a fraction of US prices. Your biggest decision each day is which winery to visit, not whether you can afford groceries. Rent for a one-bedroom apartment in the city center runs $300 to $400 monthly, leaving substantial room in your $1,000 budget. Gasoline is under $1.2 per liter, making transportation costs minimal. This is a place where wine lovers and mountain fans can enjoy the lifestyle they have always wanted for lower prices. But what if you want to live in a European country that is very safe and is still affordable? And talking about things that matter, your opinion matters to me. So tell me in the comment section which country you would like me to cover next. Poland. Just like with the case of Chile and Argentina, in Poland, the idea of living on $1,000 is possible, but not in the capital. Oh, absolutely not. Warsaw nowadays is more expensive than Berlin. The price of a garage in Warsaw is the same as the price of a 4-room apartment in smaller cities. It's insane. But what if I told you there is a charming mid-sized Polish city close to some of the most beautiful mountains in Central Europe where $1,000 a month doesn't just cover basics, it could even allow you to go skiing a few times per year. Bielsko-Biała in southern Poland sits near the Beskid Mountains, close to both the Czech and the Slovak borders. The city has around 165,000 residents, creating a proper urban environment without the usual headaches of a large metropolis. From there, you can reach Warsaw in 3 to 4 hours by train. It's one of my favorite places in Poland, especially the surrounding mountain towns that are lovely, really, really lovely. When I spent time there, I was amazed by how well connected all these small towns are to the larger Bielsko-Biała. Poland's homicide rate is 0.68 per 100,000 people, making it one of Europe's safest countries. People walk around at night without concern and don't worry about burglars or assaults that are common elsewhere. Bielsko-Biała has a large public hospital, Szpital Wojewódzki, along with several private clinics. EU citizens can use the European Health Insurance Card for public healthcare access, while private consultations remain affordable for non-EU residents. With a $1,000 monthly budget, you can live well. Rent for a 2-room apartment costs approximately $405, leaving you room for food, entertainment, and travel. Haircuts cost $6, gym memberships $26, and basic restaurant meals $7.5. A monthly public transport pass costs 140 zlotys or $35. Rail connections provide frequent train services to Kraków, Katowice, and Warsaw, making regional travel simple. You are 2 hours from the mountains, 6 hours from the beach, and 4 hours from major European capitals. The Beskid Mountains provide immediate access to hiking trails and ski resorts just minutes from the city center. The culture reflects a modern European nation with strong traditional values. Learning basic Polish helps with daily interactions, but don't worry, locals do not expect that foreigners speak it from day one. It's a difficult language. The climate includes winter highs around 1 to 3 degrees Celsius with snow, while summers reach 22 to 24 degrees. In the shadow, sometimes in the sun is much hotter. Some expats find the cold winters challenging, but the city's heating infrastructure and indoor amenities making winter living comfortable. Here, safety and affordability meet in a way that proves you don't have to choose between good standards of life, safety, and savings. Now, let's say that you would rather live in a smaller city, which is not the case of any of the 4 that I mentioned today, since all of them have more than 150,000 residents. I found to you the 10 best small cities in Europe to live in, and surprise, many of them are even cheaper than those you saw in this video. To watch the video, click on this icon here at your left. And join my Patreon for all the sources, charts, and maps from our videos, plus a chat, so I can answer your questions. Tier 2 includes my top 3 ebooks on living and retiring abroad. Scan the QR code today.